Was good, all you legends out there. It is the DSG. We are here Sunday, August 17th. And if you, I hope you were, camping and didn't have Wi-Fi this weekend because oofer. The Padres got swept. We entered the series with the Dodgers up one game, and we left down two, and the Dodgers have won the season series. So, kind of shitty, but we're here to talk it out, man. Hey, that's what you got to do, man. You got to talk it out, and we got to bounce back. Mike Devine, how we living, Papa?
I'm gonna be very, very toxically positive tonight. Not obviously a great series for the Drays. Not what we wanted to see out of the boys. That being said, road series, you're 14-3 in your last 17. Obviously, water always going to find its level at some point. You're not going to listen. If people thought we were going to win every single game for the rest of the year, you've never watched baseball before. That being said, do you obviously want to win one of these games? Absolutely.
Yeah, we got getting swept sucks.
Getting swept sucks, especially by your rival. That being said, road series, they didn't get swept at home. Road series, a couple of those games could have gone either way. There were some mistakes made. It's the way that it goes. That's baseball, right? So I'm going to come in here with a very positive mindset. The team's in a really good spot. You get swept by the Dodgers on the road, not great. That being said, you're only 2 games back, okay? You're 2 games back from the division, and you play 3 against them this weekend. If you handle business against the teams that you should beat, you go into San Diego and you take 2 out of 3. The division's up for grabs. It's not like we're 5 games back or 6 games back. We're 2 games back with 3 head-to-head games at the end of next week. Shit happens. I liked what I saw out of Ramon Laureano, Ryan O'Hearn. I'm a Luis Ariz non-believer. He played well today, had a great game. We have some issues. I think, there's no reason that a guy like Ramon Laureano should not be hitting in the top 1 to 3 spots of the order. He's the best hitter on the team. Why are you hitting 6th? Why are you hitting 7th? You're the best hitter. Makes no sense. So there's some things that could be adjusted.
Yeah, I like how you took the positive approach. I will play a little bit of devil's advocate. Fernando Tatis Jr.'s body language just continues to suck, dude. And I love Tatis, but man, his pure talent is good enough to be a decent, player. But the fact that he just has no power anymore is extremely concerning. Manny Machado, 1 RBI in August. Brother, you're supposed to be the MVP. You're supposed to be the captain. It's August 17th. Not good. Jackson Merrill, that play, hey, man, he's been a good center fielder. That being said, Dylan Cease gets out of that inning. It's 3-0. He makes that error. Jackson makes that error yesterday. Can't happen, bro. Can't happen. So they played like shit. I'll be completely honest. I love the Pods to death, but they would even say, hey, man, we didn't play well. I loved your point, though, on how close those games were, especially today and yesterday. Today's game, down 4-0 early. Darvish is throwing, meatballs. Not good. What did he do after that? He locked in. Hey, you gave us a couple good innings. Our bullpen's been awesome. Our bullpen is awesome. I'll say that. Did Robert Suarez give up a home run to Mookie Betts? Would I have probably pitched Mason Miller against their 2-3-4? Yeah, 100%. Everybody's correct. Just like everybody on Twitter is always correct, especially hindsight. But Bobby came in there, gave up that home run. It sucks. Today sucked. The series sucked. But I do like your perspective a little bit. There are some big concerns, though, man. Today, 2 for 14 with runners in scoring position. We had so many opportunities today to break through. Just didn't come through, man. Manny Machado, like I say always, and like a lot of fans say, the Padres go where Manny goes. When Manny's hot, we're one of the best teams in baseball. When Manny's not hot, it's tough. And that's kind of just usually you would hope someone like a Merrill or a Tatis would step up in Manny's absence, but they're not. The only guy that's really stepping up is Ramon Laureano. So if Ramon Laureano, if Ramon Laureano is your best player for the month,
I think I've always had a lot of issues with you as it relates to.
Dude,
I no, because here's what you're saying.
One RBI.
Here's what you're saying. Oh, well, when Machado's absent, we need maybe a guy like Merrill Tatis. It's not a need. Those motherfuckers have to step up.
Yeah,
Jackson Merrill's getting paid $200 million. Fernando Tatis is getting paid $350 million. Manny Machado can only carry the team so much. If you have a bad couple of weeks, he shouldn't be relying on Ramon Laureano. Fernando Tatis Jr. has hit how many home runs in the last 3 months? 4?
He's currently in his longest homerless streak. 97
bats.
Yeah.
How is that fucking possible? He had 12 home runs in April. He had 17.
I have no idea what's going on. Let's talk about this. I actually want to talk about this. Hey man, Dodgers beat us. We'll talk more about the series. Dodgers have our number this year. They're 8-2 against us. Tip the cap. All the people in the chat that are Dodgers fans. Hey, enjoy tonight. You guys deserve it because I don't really have much to say. You swept us. It happens. Let's talk about Tatis. This dude is top 10 in F-WAR right now because his defense is so good. He plays the game, everything about it, but his power is zapped. And I get people are going to say, oh, he's not on roids anymore. Brother, look at what he did at the end of last season, especially during the playoffs. And then look at what he did in the first month. Is his wrist just cooked? Is he mentally fried? What is going on? Because it's past the time of concern. This team will not win a World Series if Fernando Tatis Jr. is hitting like Freddie Fermin. I have more confidence in Freddie Fermin at the dish than Tatis.
Okay, I was just going to say that.
That's an issue. That is a huge issue. When I think Crone is more likely to hit a home run than Tatis, we're in trouble.
Brother, when we gave up the home run to Mookie Betts today in the 8th inning, I'm listening to it on the radio as I'm driving back from a drop-off at the airport. I hear the ball. I'm like, all right, game's over. We have the top of the lineup coming up. You know how bad he's been that I know Fernando Tatis Jr. is up in the top half of the inning, and I think we're fucked?
Yeah. Well, I was hoping for a walk.
I have no faith. I have no faith in his power. I haven't seen him get into a baseball. He looks dejected on the field. Like, I think like my issue is we'll probably hear some bullshit at the end of the season. Oh, Mike Schultz, our guys are real warriors, man. Fernando played through a broken wrist for 4 months. Sit the fuck out. Sit out. If you are hurt, sit out. And if you're not hurt, it is a little bit concerning, okay? You are a statue guy. You're all around, you're a 5-tool player, but one of those tools is starting to look a little shaky. 17 home runs is a premier baseball player in the league. Matt, Juan Soto's on pace for 40.
Mike, his power is fried. He had 12 in the. It's one. Mike, imagine if he didn't start the season the way he did. That's the one thing that's keeping me without jumping off the ledge is the fact that I saw this year how good he can be. So I genuinely would like to hear as a fan. Hey, we're not privy to this information. I get it. But this dude went from, I think he might hit 45 home runs this year, to he might not reach 20. And he's played every game. His approach, dude. So this is what I see here. He has power. It's all about his approach. He's averaging 103 miles per hour exit velocity. I just want to see my guys, baseball. And I know Giannis, who's one of our guys on Twitter, is like, if you think Tatis is having a bad season, I get it. I don't think Tatis is having a bad season. I think he loses a lot of his luster if he's not hitting nukes and having fun on the field. Being a defense first, a really good defensive right fielder that is a leadoff man. Okay, like that's dope, but that's not the guy we're paying. That's not the guy that has edits about him on TikTok. That's just not him. Like he's not that guy right now. So I don't know if it's mental. I don't know if it's the hit by pitch. If it ends up being the hit by pitch and we look at it last year and it's like, hey man, like he was playing with a broken wrist the entire season. Okay, I get it. That sucks. Brutal. But Tatis, he's not 22 anymore. He's 26. He's in what should be his prime. It should be slowly becoming his team instead of Manny's team. That's how it should be. It's not right now. It's not. If Manny, like I said, if Manny has a bad series, it's very tough to Dude, it's very tough for this team to win. Ramon Laureano, dog. Ryan O'Hearn, dog. Even Gavin Sheets. Guys, play the dudes that actually hit. Like, I don't know how it's that hard. I want to touch on one guy because, the DSG, if we're never wrong, we're just early, is what I like to say. Dylan Cease. Jesus Christ, buddy. Jesus, man. We try so hard to ride for you, dog. But you are the softest dude I've ever seen. It's one thing if you went in there yesterday and Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie went back to back. I'd be like, okay, hey, man, they just have his number. Brother, you walked 5 guys in the first 4 before 4 outs were given. That's embarrassing, dude. Dylan Cease, have some pride, dude. Honestly, it's one thing if you go in there and, you get raked. Like when, for example, remember the A's game early in the season when he just got shelled? I was like, man, they just either he's tipping or they just had his number that day. If you walk guys and give up free base runners to a team like the Dodgers, you're going to lose. In a game, we needed you to pitch well. We needed him to pitch well, and he pitched awful. And that is why, like I said earlier, Disc Golf Dylan cannot be trusted in the playoffs. He can't. The series was cooked when Michael King had a weird knee injury. I'm like, of course, bro. The vibes were, think about Thursday when we were doing this podcast, man. The vibes maybe have never been higher. I was like, holy shit. Like, this is insane. We go into LA, we take 2 or 3, we're going to win the division. Then the rumor comes out when I'm at work or the tweet comes out, Michael King on the 15-day IL with left knee inflammation. Brother, what are these? I slept wrong on my back. I got a knee. My left knee's hurt. What are these operation type fucking, injuries? This is like insane, Mike. Like, what is going on with this guy? He's supposed to be our workhorse. If he isn't pitching the playoffs, this team's fried. Fried. You can't trust Yu Darvish at 55 years old, who meatballs now. You can't trust Disc Golf Dylan, who's too busy going to the zoo with Paddock's ex-girlfriend and walking everybody. And Nicky P's my guy, but Nicky P, do you see Nicky P going fucking 7 shutty against the Dodgers in the playoffs?
So I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. Now, I do think the only way this team makes it, there's a couple things. Obviously, Tatis, I while we were in this conversation, I did some stats, some measly stats. I looked up his OPS from the start of the season to May 2nd when he got hit by Mitch Keller, and his OPS after the hit by pitch. 1,000 OPS, 8 home runs, 36 games before the hit by pitch, right? 36 hits, 29 games, 9 home runs in 29 games. Since he has a 736 OPS, he's played 91 games. He has 9 home runs. It's just not sustainable.
9 home runs in 91 games?
9 home runs in 91 games. He had
8 home runs in
29 games. He had 8 home runs in 29 games. Gets hit on the wrist, becomes a shell of himself. Is it psychological? Is he hurt? I don't understand what's going on, but I do think there's a direct correlation from that moment to where he is right now. I just don't, obviously, listen, this team's never, you think fucking Mike Schilt's going to tell us the truth about what's going on with Michael King? Left knee inflammation. Give me a fucking break, dude. Also, if you are a 30-year-old with left knee inflammation, either that's on the training staff or this dude's just injury prone as fuck. How do you have sat on your ass? You haven't played in 3 months. Your arms, you've been waiting for the shoulder to heal. How are your legs hurt? The fuck you been sitting on your ass the whole time? How do you have leg issues? It makes no fucking sense. No sense. It makes no sense, dude. This is like Chargers. I was talking to Dad about this. It's like the Chargers back in the day when they'd start the season, first game, 4 hamstring pulls. How the fuck are you pulling 4 hamstrings in a game, dude? What are the trainers doing? What are they doing? How do you have left knee inflammation? It makes no fucking sense. I have not seen a singular baseball player in the last 4 years that has been like going on the IL with left fucking knee inflammation. It would make sense if it was a starter every single day, wear and tear of the season, his knees inflamed. Michael King pitched one fucking game.
He pitched like 2 innings.
2 innings, and he sucked. It's horrible, dude. You think he's going to be able to ramp up before the fucking playoffs? No shot. Michael King's going to be pitching 1 inning out of the pen. Hey, congratulations, another reliever in the game. We have nothing.
We have 9.
Get ready for Randy Vasquez NLDS game 1. If we even make the NLDS.
I said this earlier, man. If you were to give me a game 3 NLCS, I'm going Randy Vasquez over Dylan Cease every day of the week. Every day of the week. I don't care about the underlying metrics. Dylan Cease has shown me absolutely nothing to trust him in any game we need to win. Any game, I have zero trust. Hey, man, I get you get 50 whiffs a game. But when you walk 10 guys and you give up a couple nukes, that doesn't matter.
That yesterday.
Bro, I hate walks, Mike. I hate walks. When I'm looking at my phone, I'm at this wedding, check my phone. I see, oh, okay, walked a guy. Check again. Walked another guy. Checked again. I'm like, what? What are you doing, dude? Throw strikes.
He doesn't have the dog. He doesn't have the dog. That's the one thing I'll give Pivetta. Do I think there's a very high likelihood that Nick Pivetta in a playoff game will give up 8 runs? Yes. Do I think he's going to probably go and cut his arm off afterwards because he's so angry? Yes. If Dylan Cease gives up 8 runs, I don't think he really gives that much of a fuck, man.
Nah, dude, he's going to go open up
some, Boris is going to get me 25 a year. I'm not going to be a Padre. Me and my wife will go, my Paddock's ex, my current wife will go move into, Miami, where the fuck he's going to get money. I don't know if Pivetta is going to be a demon in the playoffs, but Pivetta has dog.
Yeah,
Randy Vasquez has dog. Wandy Peralta yesterday, one Friday night, fucking dog. These guys have dogs. The issue, Yu Darvish got shelled to start the game. We can't sit here and realistically expect Yu Darvish to be an ace, but Yu Darvish does have dog, and he does make adjustments. Dylan Cease does not make any fucking adjustments, dude. Hey, you walk the first 2 fucking hitters. Let's maybe not walk number 3. Let's maybe make some adjustments and figure out what's going on before we give up 4 fucking runs. Jackson Merrill, love the guy. Catch the fucking ball yesterday. 3-0 game, 2 outs. Listen, Dylan Cease didn't pitch well. Jackson Merrill fucked Dylan Cease on that one. He would have had 3. It would have been a 3-0 game. You give up those 2 runs on an error, game's completely done. At that point,
we lost this series for a few reasons. 1, the lack of slug. Like we talked about Tatis. Xander, Tatis, Manny, Arise. You just keep naming dudes in our lineup. Outside Ramon Laureano, who hit for us this series, Mike?
Outside of Ramon Laureano,
who hit a homer for us?
No one.
Okay. So Razor Ramon is a beast. So we have nobody else that can hit a home run in the biggest series. We've hit, I think, 7 home runs against LA this season. You want to know who has 2 of them? Martin Maldonado and Trenton Brooks. Martin Maldonado and Trenton Brooks have 2 of the 7 home runs. 2 of them are Ramon Laureano playing his first series against the 2 of them are Ramon Laureano in his first 3 games against LA. Fernando Tatis Jr., buddy, I love you to death. I need some more power, dude. I'm over it. Hey, I can't stop. I can't baby these guys, man. I can't baby these guys. When the part of the lineup I like to see hit is O'Hearn and Laureano and Crone. That's a problem.
Dude, move those 2 dudes up in the order. Matt, Mike Schilt. We are Schilt guys. Second half Schilt. We created the t-shirt. There's no fucking reason. And I am cursing a little bit too much, so I apologize to the chat. There is no reason that you go out. There's no reason that you go out and you make a trade like you made for Laureano and Ryan O'Hearn to sit Ryan O'Hearn's ass on the bench, an all-star, by the way, 800 plus OPS guy. You're sitting him on the bench for game 1 and game 2 of a divisional series for Jose Iglesias to DH. If you're saying Jose Iglesias is playing the field and his gloves needed, that makes sense. If you're going to fucking tell me that a 590 OPS Jose Iglesias should be in the lineup because of splits, a 590 OPS, by the way, 590. It's not split 590, and then he has like an 850 against a lefty. No, 590 OPS, Ryan O'Hearn, Biggest deadline acquisition from a hitting standpoint, him and Laureano. You're sitting this dude on the bench? What the fuck are you doing, dude? That is the dumbest logic I've ever seen. Mike Schilt, this series, managed like a dumbass. I'm not an armchair
not challenging those steals.
He managed like a dumbass. He managed like he had no fucking idea. It was like literally like watching a high school baseball manager go into an MLB game and try to manage. It made no sense what he was doing. The lineups were terrible. Today, I'm not a huge Robert Suarez needs to get the job done. Why are you trading for Mason Miller and putting in Robert Suarez versus our 2-3-4? What? So Mason Miller can face fucking Buddy Kennedy? Like what? Yeah. Like what? Get what are they fucking doing, dude?
Yeah,
You're
that was bad.
selling games away easily.
Robert Suarez,
this guy might want the fucking wild card.
Robert Suarez and Jeremiah Estrada are great pitchers, but LA's got their number, man. LA has their number.
Jerry can't pitch against the Dodgers.
Jerry can't pitch against the Dodgers. Jerry can pitch against 28 teams, and he's a top 3 reliever in baseball. Let's try not to have Jerry pitch any big innings against the Dodgers. Everybody has that shit. Interesting question here, Mike. And I genuinely believe this. Biggest question, and then I'm going to read some super chats, and then we'll get into it. Biggest question I have is, how do the Padres overcome their psychological issues with LA? They're defeated before they take the field. Cabo Life, appreciate that question. I'm going to be honest. I genuinely believe that is a true thing. I used to think the whole little brother narrative was overrated. This series showed me, guys, baseball-wise, the Dodgers are coming off getting swept by the freaking Angels. We're coming off an all-time heater. If you are just playing these games like you're playing the Cardinals, we probably take 2 or 3. But we go into LA and we have some weird, the fans have it, the team has it. There's this whole, obviously it's a division foe. Obviously they beat us in the playoffs. They're the team. It's kind of that energy. They need to figure out how to play these guys like they play every other team. Because if you play them like you add this emphasis to them, you aren't going to win. Shohei didn't even play that well this series, man. He didn't pitch against us. He didn't really rake against us. And we got swept. Guys, they got to play like they play. It's just another baseball game. As a fan base, guys, as a team, you have to play like this is just another game. Like how we played the Giants. Do you think the Padres gave a shit when they walked into Oracle Park? No. Just another game. You walk into Dodger Stadium, Dylan Cease shits himself on the fucking mound in the first inning. Guys, they have to start playing like it's just another series. All they do is just I don't know. I think they overhype it. I think it all starts with the top. Your starting pitching is massive. I think we should have won that game on Friday night. I think we could have won today's game. And then Saturday, Dylan Cease he kind of chucked it. And Blake Snell's nasty.
So I'll just say this. Last year, Padres played extremely well against the Dodgers in the regular season. Playoffs are a different breed, right? Listen, you can play a team in the regular season, you can dominate them. Playoffs, it's still playoff baseball. Do I think that the likelihood of this team not winning the division is probably 99?
The odds of them winning the division are pretty cooked.
So that being said, I think the team's in a good spot in the playoffs. I think you have to fix the lineup. There's no reason Fernando Tatis Jr. should be leading off. That's not to say he needs to hit 8th. That's to say hit him 5th. Get him.
Who do you have lead off? Ramon?
Yeah, he's our best fucking player.
He's our best player. I honestly
he can't feel the fly ball to left field easily, but he's our best player. That's happened 3 times since he's been a Padre. It makes no sense.
You go Ramon Laureano leadoff, Arise second.
Brother, no. You make that trade. Give me
look at Ladybug.
Ramon leadoff, Ryan O'Hearn second, Manny Machado third, Jackson Merrill fourth, Fernando Tatis fifth, Bogart sixth. I don't care. Just switch it up because guess what? This lineup isn't working. When all of your offensive production is coming from the bottom half of the order, explain to me the logic that says let's keep them at the bottom half of the order where they don't get as many at-bats as the top half of the order. That's not logical. Mike Schilt he's not using logic for any of what he's been doing this weekend. It makes no sense. His logic is not there.
Mike Schill is such a player manager that it sometimes comes back to bite. Let's just be honest. That's what I think is. Oh, $20 donation. That actually means a lot. All right. Let's look a couple donations real quick and then we'll get into it. Ethan James, Dim Light Merchants. Good cook. All right.
Dude, you got to read that. That super chat is. I like that. I like that
right.
heat that brings.
$5 donation. Robert Suarez better learn Chihuahua, buddy. Guys, Suarez, we know who he is, man. Every now and then you give up a homer. It was unfortunate. I would have pitched Mason Miller in that spot, but you're gonna have to pitch Bob in either the 8th or the 9th. It just sucks it came like that. Manny isn't cut to lead the Padres team. Joshua, I don't agree with that. Belt to ass to Giants and show LA who's daddy Padres burner. I would love it. Hey, we'll be at the games on Friday and Sunday, and then we're doing a DSG watch party. Yeah, you're going to a game tomorrow?
I am. Me and Mom.
Oh yeah. DSG watch party on Saturday. Ale Smith. We're going to post a lot about it. It's going to be awesome. Literally just come hang with us. We're doing a little live podcast after. We're going to have people on who want to talk. So it should be a great vibe. $20 donation, Mr. B. This means a lot. Appreciate the donation. It's not psychological. It's not a coincidence that the new guys are hitting consistently and our guys since last year are chasing sliders hard. The hitting staff is taking our slug and making them hit for too much contact. Man, that might be spot on.
That's spot on. Think about it. O'Hearn double. Laureano's hitting homers. He has like 4 or 5 as a Padre. Victor Rodriguez is a singles merchant. You look at Victor Rodriguez's his stats as a player, the guy only hits singles. What the fuck is he telling this team to do? Why are we so low in slug? We have too much talent on this team. Fire Victor Rodriguez in this offseason. I don't care if we win the World Series. Get him the fuck out of here. It's a bad offense to watch. Like, it's not fun. They're not playing fun baseball.
I agree.
Like, this is probably the most straightforward, factual donation. First off, thank you so much for the $20. Really appreciate it. But this is spot on. Why are these new guys raking? Why Freddie Fermin, for example, he's even hitting.
It's actually a really good point.
Out of Fernando Tatis Jr., but Freddie Fermin, Ramon Laureano, and Ryan O'Hearn are raking.
It's actually a really interesting. That's actually a really interesting point. I used to think, some of these coaches are like, like your team's in a slump. It's not always the hitting coach's fault. Your pitchers are doing bad. It's not always the pitching coach's fault. Watching Ruben Niebla and what he's done with these pitchers, Mike, like even Mason Miller. If you look at Mason Miller, he's come over from Oakland, and the stuff plus on all of his pitches are like 30 times what they were before. Like his fastball, his changeup, everything. Victor Rodriguez, brother. Not everybody's Luis Ariz. Don't make Fernando Tatis Jr. Luis Ariz. Like, I just hate this kind of, honestly, I'm going to say it. They kind of have a pussy approach at the plate. When it's 3-1, they're looking to walk. When they're not looking to slug, they're not looking at, hey, guys up, Tatis is up, and it's a 3-1 count. He's looking to walk. You cannot, if you watch the baseball games, you know what he is trying to do. Is it all Victor Rodriguez's fault? No. Is the approach that worked last year not working this year? Yeah, honestly. Like, yeah, he's striking out less, but walking more. I don't care. Guys, that's the thing with Tatis, man. Tatis, why did Fernando Tatis Jr. become such a fan favorite, face of the city type player? Was it because of his walks? Was it because of his, he had an outfield assist last game? No, it's because he hit nukes. He hit nukes. Is he ever going to be, let's be honest, is he ever going to be the player that hits, 50 nukes like he was trying to do or looking like he was going to do pre-roids? Probably not. And I think it's time we admit that. That being said, he's better than what he's showing. I know he has an 806 OPS. It's pretty much stayed the exact same way the entire season. Breaking news. The reason why he has an 806 OPS is because he's walking a lot, which is great. He's scoring a lot, which is awesome. He also has 50 RBIs. This is a type of player that you sign to a contract like that because you think he's going to be a 35 homer, 110 RBI guy for the rest of his career. And guess what? He's not. That's concerning. It's extremely concerning. He plays a fantastic right field. He has every tool in the book. The number one thing I'm concerned with Tatis is the lack of power. We need him to slug. This team, Mike, I bring this up on pretty much every podcast. Why did we lose Game 5 of the 2024 NLDS against the Dodgers? It was 2-0.
They hit 2 solo home runs. We didn't hit any home runs.
So that's it. Solo home runs. That was the only thing. Yu Darvish made 2 mistakes. Yamamoto pitched great. Their bullpen pitched great. We don't hit any homers. They hit home runs. Liam or LM, Padres are 29th in baseball and slug. That's horrible. Guys, that is, Liam, that's pretty much the story. This baseball team. The 2 stories I'm taking from this weekend. 1, the lack of slug is terrible. The Dodgers won because of the Mookie Betts home run. People forget Robert Suarez, I think, struck out the side after that or some shit. Like he was cooking. You lose because of homers. Mike, how did the Dodgers score all their runs today? 3-run home run? Solo shot.
Yeah.
How did they beat us in the NLDS? Solo shot. Are you seeing a theme? Oh, man, I'm glad the Padres out-hit the Dodgers this series, which we did. But it doesn't matter. We got swept. Oh, we're being a singles merchant team is whack. I'll just say it. As a fan of baseball, I want to see my team hit nukes. If we strike out 11 times, but hit 5 home runs, I don't care. Another donation from Mr. B. Appreciate you, bro. Tatis not striking out as much is 100% a result of Victor's staff. I miss when he struck out 50% homers. I completely agree. Like, I think people just have to be, I think we do these podcasts, right? And people in the chat, and sometimes I'm trying to say the right thing. And I was just thinking, I'm like, sometimes you got to be honest. I miss when Tatis hit nukes, man. I miss that guy. He's not that guy right now. He's still a valuable player. Great defensive. I miss when my guy was a shortstop, making some errors and hitting nukes and playing like he was the guy, like he was the face of the league. I miss that guy. Is he still a valuable player? Absolutely. He's an incredible talent. That guy has to still be in there. If that guy doesn't show up, we're never going to win anything. Mike, even the playoff Tatis, that guy's in there.
Bro, he's there. He was there last year. He was there in April. They fucked his approach up. Like you should not be looking for walks if your name's Fernando Tatis Jr. I think moving him in the lineup, it wouldn't hurt. Mike Schilt, buck up, man. Buck up. Okay. I agree with you, Matt. He's trying to be too much of a player's manager. And you know what you can do as that is you can manage your team into a fucking early exit from the playoffs. Buck up.
Brother, look at this, Mike. We have a 383 slug as a team, dog.
Matt, now go back last year. I believe we had like a 420, right? Profar obviously carried. Higgy carried.
Yeah, you know what Profar and Higgy did? They hit nukes.
So my thing is that if you look at Victor Rodriguez's career, his team slugging percentages are always in the bottom 10. So I just can't deal with this guy having these guys just hit singles. Like
we hit so many. We got so many hits today, and we lost.
That's the story of the year. It's the story.
This team could hit homers. Like, imagine if we had a Kyle Schwarber type in the lineup.
Our OPS last season, team OPS or team slug, 7th in the league.
That's crazy.
29th. How do you have that big of a fall off?
That's an insane fall off. Like, that's an extremely concerning fall off.
I just don't understand.
Man. Hey, is it? And let's do a little pause.
2023. Sorry to interrupt. Last year, Victor Rodriguez as a Guardians manager or Guardians hitting coach, 29th in the league in slug.
I know slug. Victor Rodriguez. I know slug. Guys, this was the Tatis that hit nukes. Why do you think people like Razor Ramon? All life is hitting. All it is hitting. If you don't hit, it's just not fun. That's what baseball is, dude. Like, baseball is about just playing swaggy, having fun. Our bullpen is so good. $100? Holy shit. Bro, that's
Whoa.
crazy, bro. Hey, that's your
That's
favorite bartender here. I love you, bro, and I promise I'm being to receive his Dodgers fan. But Machado is not him. Your GM. Oh, I think this is my homie Abel from Greens. Your GM might be good with trades, but you need a Jordan LeBron type. You just don't have one.
Guys, and first off, I'm not trying to shit on that take. Shout out the donation. Incredibly gracious. We're very grateful for that. I will say the Machado takes of like he's not a Jordan LeBron. Machado's carried this team he's been the guy for 5 seasons. Like the thing is Tatis went off and obviously crashed his motorcycle. He's done a couple things that obviously put him on the shelf for a little bit. Manny Machado has been day in, day out, the captain of the Padres. And okay, well now you're doing this bullshit.
Well, I'm just showing. I'm just saying.
Okay, and
well, he was acting. He's like, hey, this guy gives us a donation. I got to show Manny's stats in the playoffs.
Okay, and
it could be better.
Yeah, I mean, 2022 he didn't play too bad, but I agree with you.
Oh, I mean, bro, Manny's our guy. I love Manny, but this series goes to show, man. Like it's like, fuck, bro. Like I am a little concerned about the big dogs in our lineup. We haven't talked about Xander. He didn't really have a good series either. Our bullpen will take us. We're gonna knock on wood. We're gonna make the playoffs. Knock on wood. And if we don't, I apologize for jinxing it. I think this team can be great. The only way we can be great is if Tatis and Manny are both hitting. Do you agree?
Of course.
We need the big dogs to step up, man. You can't trust Ramon Laureano to be your only good player. I think that's the moral of the story. Dylan Cease is fried. We don't have to talk about him. I actually do want to talk about one thing, though. And this is a great – this kind of leads into my thing. Matt Salomon, I appreciate the comment. Bullpens are great, but can the starters give us 4 clean innings? That is a huge can you. Because you look at it here, Mike. Darvish gives us 4 clean innings today, we win the game. 100%. Like, there's so many. Nick Pivetta. I want to see our record in Nick Pivetta. Padres record in Nick Pivetta starts. Let's see, do I have one of those stats? I don't know, but Nick Pivetta, I can't see it right now. But when he starts, I think we're going to win every game. That's the. And does Nicky P have to go 8 innings? No. Just give me 5 good innings of like 1 or 2 runs, and we could win almost any game. Dylan Cease doesn't give us that in big games, man.
Dude, the big thing, the season does sneaky come down to, is Michael King playoff ready? Honestly, if Michael King's playoff ready, and you go Michael King, Nick Pivetta, and Darvish in a NL, wild card 3, you move on to the NLDS. If you're going Dylan Cease, Darvish, Nick Pivetta, I don't know. Honestly, I'd rather go bullpen game and Nick Pivetta.
So that was what I was going to bring up. On, what was it? Friday night, you start with Wandy Peralta. He gives you an inning and a third. Randy Vasquez comes in, gives you about 3 or 4 innings, and then the bullpen goes in. We lost 3-2. Manny catches that pop-up. We probably win that game. So, and it's fine. We lost. Hey, the Dodgers are a really good team. I would say, honestly, probably the best team in baseball when healthy. That being said, how we pitch that game is exactly how I want every game not started by Nick Pivetta or Michael King to play out. Our bullpen is our biggest strength. If you have a biggest strength, what do? You use it the most you possibly can. We can't slug. We're not going to be the team that wins off hitting homers. That's just a reality. So we have to not give up runs. A guy like Dylan Cease in a playoff game, we're going to lose. We're going to lose. I don't trust him. So I would much rather have Wandy, Jerry, Morejon, someone start, give me 2 innings. Then you put in, hey, honestly, if you're going to put in Dylan Cease for 3 to 5 and with a quick pull, I'm with that. But you cannot have Dylan Cease start this game. Yu Darvish, I actually trust. Yu Darvish has given me enough where I do trust him, but not game 1 or 2.
I'm about to give you a name. I'm about to give you a name. I want to right now. If he finishes the season strong, give me Nasty Nestor over Dylan Cease in a playoff game.
100%.
You know why? He's crafty. He's crafty.
Nestor Cortez for 2 times through the lineup.
Nestor knows he doesn't have an overpowering fastball, so he just fucking fucks with the hitters. He just fucks with the hitters and does all this random shit and throws. He wants to win. He wants to win. I don't know if Dylan Cease. I'm not gonna.
I think he wants to win. I think Dylan Cease is a very anxious guy.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna shit on his desire to win. I think Dylan Cease is a competitor. I think he doesn't enjoy when he pitches poorly. That being said, there is something to be said about like every big moment that this guy has had as a Padre in like a big scenario, he hasn't really performed well, right? I'm just saying, as you mentioned, you could ride this bullpen into the sunset. I genuinely believe that. I believe you could technically pitch this bullpen for fucking in a 5-game series. You could do 5 bullpen games.
100%.
Series.
100%. So, I think that's Preller's. I think that's Preller's MO.
So I think the team you need to find some slug. All right, Tatis needs to find it. I don't know if what has to happen. If you need a little cholesterol on the wrist to help it heal quicker. I don't know what. No, I was joking. I don't know what has to happen. Listen, we are also. I'm putting this on record. We fucking love Fernando Tatis Jr. There's no one in baseball that I want to see succeed.
I named my cat after him.
Dude, there's no one in baseball I want to see succeed more than Fernando Tatis Jr. And the issue is that the goodwill and like love is kind of running out a little bit because we know what's in him. Pause again. We know what's inside of him. Pause again. We know who's there, right? We know who he is. We know what he's capable of. And he's just not living up to that. And we don't know why that's happening. We're going to continue to support him. But, dude, if you just get it going a little bit, like, listen, double in the gap today. That was a great swing.
Great swing.
But why is that double not turning into a homer? I just don't know where the power is. I don't know what's going on. But even if you can just start hitting doubles, right? Just extra base hits instead of a ground ball through the left side. Extra base hits win games. Ryan O'Hearn, double.
Oh.
Gavin Sheets, double. We scored a lot of runs. Would I rather start David Morgan? Yes.
Yes. 100%. Bro, you start David Morgan for an inning and a third or Wandy Peralta for an inning and a third. Like, guys, they need to just straight up start thinking. We need to start treating every game like it's a playoff game and figuring out ways to twinkle. Because I do believe right now. So let's look at the standings real quick.
MLB.
What'd you say?
You said ways to what? Ways to twinkle?
Yeah, I don't know if that came out like what I wanted. How I wanted it to come out.
What? Never heard that word.
Ways to twinkle with the line.
Crazy.
Sorry. So we're looking here. So that's NL. Okay, NL. So I'm saying right now, and guess what, guys? I'll be honest. I don't want to see the Dodgers in the playoffs. I don't. If you were to tell me right now, you either get to see the Dodgers or not get to see the Dodgers, adios. That team has our number this year. Would love not to see them. So best case scenario for that is either we win the West or they win the West, but come in second. So we need the Brewers to keep winning, is what I'm saying. So you get the Brewers. Let's say they win. Dodgers win the West. Phillies win the East. Right now, we would play the Chicago Cubs in Chicago. The Mets would play the Phillies. Winner of Phillies-Mets plays the Dodgers. And then Padres-Cubs winner plays the Brewers. If you were to tell me right now that I could sign up for that, I'm signing up. 100%. 100%. I'm signing up for that. We're going to Chicago for the weekend. Party's over. Like, let's have some fun. Sign me up for that. I really don't, Mike. I'm telling you, man. Hey, we got swept this weekend. And maybe I'm talking myself into the pods a little bit. But you're telling me we got swept. We lost, hey, fair and square yesterday. We got our butts kicked. To get shut out, Blake Snell absolutely crushed us. Second half Snell, we've seen him before. Guy's a demon. We lost yesterday. Today and Friday. Couple things go our way, we win that series. I genuinely believe that. Is this loser talk? Is this cope talk? You could say it is. Fine. That is with Manny Machado going 1 for 11. That is with Tatis not really hitting for power. This team isn't that far off is the main point of what I'm saying. We just got to be creative, man. I would love that. This is the spot I want to be in. I want to be in, if we don't win the division, the first wildcard spot. Just like last year, you host them, and then you go and you play Milwaukee. That is the spot I want to be in if we don't win the World Series or if we don't win the West. Which, guys, I hate to say it, we didn't really help ourselves out this weekend.
That being said, Matt, again, it's not an insurmountable lead. We're 2 games back. Things go our way. You win today. It's tied up in the division. I will say, this week is the season. You're playing 4 games against the Giants. You have to win 3 out of 4.
Yeah, 100%.
You have to. Because guess what? If you lose 3 out of 4, the Reds, the Mets, the door's starting to get a little bit open on you. The playoffs aren't wrapped up yet, man. If you have a bad stretch, because guess what? Guess who's coming into town the next weekend? The same team that just swept you. So you have to handle business against the teams that aren't as good. Giants are reeling a little bit. You have a 4-game series at home, 7-game homestand. You're coming off the road. You're on the road for a bit. Take it to the Giants. Go in with some momentum to the weekend. Try to take 2 out of 3 versus the Dodgers, and then, you're in a really, really good spot. If you can go this homestand, this 7-game stretch this week, if you can go 5-2, can't ask for much more. Can't ask for much more.
It's going to be very interesting to see how they respond. I agree, man. I think you got to go 5-2. You got to win both series. Hey, man, you look at this weekend, just like Ted Lasso, be like a goldfish. Wake up tomorrow, guys. Brand new day. You tip your cap to the Dodgers. For all of the Dodgers fans in our comment section. This is your time to shine. You got about 4 more hours to cook, and then once it's tomorrow, brand new day. This Padres team has to show us. They got to show us, man. They got to show us, hey, man, that's in the past. We come to work tomorrow. We take 3 or 4 from Sleepy Bob, and then me and Mees are there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, Saturday we're at Ale Smith, and take the series. Take the series. Bounce back. Good teams bounce back. Good teams bounce back. Any last words? Also, I got to chat real quick. Who coached Tatis's approach in 2021? Was that my guy, Michael Bednar? No, Padres.
I don't think so.
I think his coach was Damian Easley. All right. Any last?
He's the current assistant hitting coach for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
They slug a little bit. I will say this. In a weird way, and this will be my last comment, and then Mees, you can go. In a weird way, I don't think this series was the worst possible situation because it went to show. Literally last Thursday on ESPN or on MLB Network, everyone was glazing us. The Padres, when we get glazed, man, think about last playoffs. We walked into that series. The Dodgers, Dave Roberts, they live for the Padres to get hyped up so that they could play with a chip on their shoulder. 100%. Yeah. Even though they're the $2 billion team, that is what they like to do. And they did it well this weekend. 100%. That being said, humble us a little bit. I want to be the team that gets into the playoffs and no one thinks they're going to be. San Diego is an underdog mentality team. Back when the Chargers played, I love that too. Whenever the Chargers would get hyped up, they would always lose a big game. The Padres are one of those teams. we need to play like hungry dogs. Mike, what did I say when Mike Schilt became the manager? Hungry dogs. Hungry dogs run faster. We're not fat cats. Hey, today we got humbled. You eat your humble pie, you go to bed, you wake up the next morning. Ryan O'Hearn hits a 3-run homer in the first inning tomorrow, and we move. That's the best, dude. Hey, that's the best part about baseball. Hey, man, we got swept. You own it, and you move on. I love the pods. I think we're going to be all right. Mees, any last words?
You know what, man? Can't wait for the series. But I will say, hey, can't overlook the Giants this week. They're not a cakewalk. The Giants rip off 4 straight, and then they're right back in this thing. So got to handle business, have a good series against the Giants, and then we'll be there this weekend, probably next to a bunch of hooligans talking shit down the 15 from Riverside.
Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate everybody I appreciate everybody that watched. I know it was a very tough series, but we still rock with you. A lot of game left, a lot of season left. Sometimes you got to eat your humble pie. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Good out.